Alright, I'm back with another video, and there we go. Gotta remember which input my game is sometimes. Okay, so we're back. We're gonna be doing long plays again. By the time you see this video, I already have 2 other videos published for long plays. The reason why I do another long play is because I was so close to destroying my record, and I want to get back. That really is like motivating me. I got some fur coming off my windscreen here. Gotta comb it a little bit. There we go. Sometimes it gets in the lens, you know. Okay. So let's see if we can not screw it up this time. Sorry if I'm making faces. I just ate some of these. They really stick in your teeth. I'll try to get some of it out, but just because I just worked out, I need some protein afterward. So here we go. Go. That was a terrible start, I think, but you know, roll with it. Because that was a good boost. See, already made up with a terrible start. Alright, rush over here. So I don't think I'm going to do anything like crazy. I think I'm just going to try not to drift drive on one of those customers that... The one that takes me back to Fresh Tree Street, the lady, she doesn't give me enough time to where, I mean, I got 18K with her, but that's not a lot of time. I mean, she doesn't give me a lot of time to max out my combos. Because by the time I get there, I do max out the combo, but it's not for very long. So I may not drift drive with her. See, I'm like, so I recorded that other video where I could have beat my record, and that was actually a recording yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about it a lot, like how can I make that such a mistake, you know? I'm in the red. How much do I gotta be in there? So at this point, I don't really think I need to mention, you know, who I'm picking up next, where I'm going, you know, all that stuff, right? I overshot that one. That was my fault. It's all good though. Perfect. See, so him, I want to be able to drift drive with him, but I could only do it here in this open area because it's too slow. So I'm not going to, and then this area is just terrible for that. I'm going to have to see if I can maybe try some different things when I'm, because I want to make these gameplays I'm doing here, these recordings, make these the YouTube videos, the more serious ones where I emulate and practice while I'm at work. I can try the other, using the save states, I can try different things. Okay, so here's going to be our first drift driving customer. I feel like I'm getting better at this, where I can make it to my destination with a little bit more time remaining, and the money that I like to have. I want to with this customer, I want to get about 44K. I think that's the high number that I can get, and so that's what I'm shooting for. Trying to keep my drifts, you know, short. Turn left, yeah. So this way I can get some speed. We're doing more straightaways, you know. The problem is when you go faster is you end up in areas that have vehicles in your way that weren't there before because you made it there at a different time. You know, but they're not, it's not always the same, because when I did play, or when I do play using the emulator, this vehicle's gonna turn, and I hope it doesn't get in my way. This one too. Please no. Whew. So I knew it was gonna turn, but the way they were cluttered, it was gonna be very difficult for me to go on the left side and go around. But you know, yeah, using the emulator in save states, like you can save it right here, and you know that red car is coming, and then you can load it, and I don't know, you know, maybe not that close, but maybe up here where you see these four, well, when you reload it, those vehicles may be different or in a different position. That happens sometimes. It kind of threw me off, you know, because you know I don't like to use the emulator for cheating. I like to use it to my benefit, so I don't have to start over every time. So it's for practice purposes, and it throws me off whenever there's different vehicles there, you know, because I'm like, okay, I'm expecting, you know, this red van to be here, and then I load my save state and he's not there. Something else is, you know. So that throws me off. But you just gotta kind of get used to it. So let's see, hopefully today, you know, with all this practice I've been doing, hopefully today I can really get this record going. At least, you know, I don't have to reach 200K. I could have yesterday in that recording. Like I said, you're gonna see me totally screw that up. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. Because in my mind, it's like, oh, this customer, I got to drop them off at the bottom here. Is this another one that goes down here? And I was thinking that it was going where this customer is, which is the cable car bottom. And I was totally wrong. It's like I knew where they were going, like destination wise, like the name. Oh, you gotta stop here, you know. But I was imagining that location here, and that's what messed me up, because then I had to drop them off over here at Seaside, and I ran out of time. I would say because of the lagginess when you have to stop, I was probably about 3 seconds short, which would have put me at like 199K. I think it was like 199.5 or something like that, right? So I would have had enough time to pick up, you know, several other customers and break that 200K barrier. I messed up. It makes me mad. You know, like legit, like I can't. Yeah, like sometimes there's a red van right here, you know, when you go to turn. Come on, there we go. See, I was really thinking about that yesterday. Like, man, I messed up so bad. I could have had my record in the first try of the official long plays I'm doing. Get out of there, get out of there, because I'm not picking you up. Got a little distance to go here. You know, I could have turned around and picked up the JML warehouse customer because she's going to the baseball stadium where I need to be. Been watching too much MXC. Where I need to be. But I need to decide if that's worth it, because the time she gives me versus the drifting over here. So I made it here with 37 seconds. Okay. So if I take her and go this way, that might be more beneficial, using her and then wasting, because later on when I need to come back, I can just waste whatever time I have. But it's all dependent on how much time I have during that moment later on if I switch it up. And that's the only issue here. My surround sound just shut off. Okay. Well, let me up the volume on the TV. Let me try turning it back on. I don't know what it was. Maybe. It shouldn't have. That's kind of weird though. Okay, here we go. Auxiliary. Come on. Go through the... Here we go. Yeah? Should it work now? There we go. That was weird. Maybe somebody's got a remote? Like somebody in the area who's awake and they got a remote or something. I don't know. That was weird, but... Ooh. Okay, here we go. That was pretty good. I wish some of these gave me even more time, but then it would be easier. Where are we going? Fire station? I wish she was in the red section. So I don't have to do this. Fresh Tree Street. See, she's the one that I think I shouldn't drift with, but since I already started it, I'm just gonna roll with it. Because I do max out my combo, but you know, I think the best I've gotten with her is like 18K, and although that is a significant amount, it's pretty negligible considering the run, but there's a slight chance that I might need that money, you know, versus the time. So I'm just gonna roll with it, like I said. They're trying to trap me here. That was good. That was good. See, I told you. I feel like I'm getting better sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Yeah, I messed up there. Okay. So, I'm going to roll with that and just go. because I'm getting the time anyway, the extra time. And we'll see how much it's really needed. Because, you know, when I drop her off here, I have like 20 seconds left or less, whatever it was. Yeah, I should have had about 70K at this point. You know, had I not got hit. Joe's Diner. Maybe I can make it up with this one. Maybe not. You know, considering this customer is only 20 seconds less than the fire station, this one might be more beneficial, swapping those two out, because it's more of a straightaway. Well, you can tell this part. And then the, well, I don't know, maybe, I mean, there's no inclines other than these little hills over here, which isn't too terrible. I can manage these. It's when I get into here. Don't you dare. So, hypothetically, I could make it, you know, not the best combo set there, but it brought me a little closer to where I wanted to be, money-wise. Now see her, how much time she gives me? It's not 140 seconds, it was 136. But if you use her earlier, then I drive all the way out here and then I start, you know, drift driving the whole way. Versus getting her time. I need to see how much I'll have left. Because once I get here, I have to drive off. So what did I have, 95 seconds? Okay, let's say it was 90, because assuming I wouldn't get the extra 5 seconds for making it there in a timely manner. So 68 to 90, that's 22 seconds that it takes to get across over here. I did not hit you. These vehicles are in my way today. I feel like they changed their spot. Probably the hardest thing in this game, other than the bad frame rate, and trying to adjust, you know, to know where you're going and what you're looking at, what you're seeing, you know. You gotta have an imagination, but the frame rate makes it harder to time your boost. I'm picking him up, so I gotta go. Yeah, it makes it difficult because it doesn't always register because of the poor frame rate. Okay, well, if the destination thing would have gone away sooner. Because if you know the original West Coast map, your imagination will fill in the rest. You just got to translate what they say. You know, Sport Shop is Fila, Joe's Diner is KFC, JML Warehouse is Levi's. That was actually pretty good maneuvering through there. What else was there? Oh, Muncha Pizza. Pizza Hut. Yeah, that was the last one, so. I knew I was missing one. So yeah, once you, like, the pizza place, that one's easy translation. But Sport Shop to Fila, you know, that one's pretty easy to kind of figure because Fila and sports related and, you know, athletic wear, shoes, stuff like that. That one's not bad. It's easy to translate over. Joe's Diner, you know, think of eat at Joe's and like, where am I going? Food place. But there is a cafeteria, so you got to remember this is not the cafeteria, which the cafeteria is just the cafeteria, so that's not a hard place to remember because it's not a branded name. Please. Whew. That was close. Because I kind of overshot that yellow line and I didn't want that. So I thought for a second there, I was like, man, please no ghost cars. Please no ghost cars. And then JML Warehouse, you know, Levi's. That's the one that's probably the hardest to remember. But if you know the other ones, then, you know, you'll be like, oh, well, this is the other one left, so not too bad. You can just kind of narrow it down, you know. Keep these yellows. I wish I can get some greens, but I don't know if I should have gone this way or not, but I can boost if I have to. Because my time between, you know, is not bad. I just need to make it to the mall. So I'm just going to boost from right here just to play it safe. And that gives me 33 seconds to run over here, which is way more than I need. I only need probably about 10 seconds just to play the safe side of it. Just in case you don't get a boost or you don't stop soon enough. Stuff like that. That all looks the same when you turn, doesn't it? Stop right here since I'm picking him up. I wonder if somebody could decompile this game and actually put in the locations. So we're going to the church. I'm just gonna boost through here because, you know, I'd rather do this than try to start at the very beginning way over there and lose my combo because of that, all the turning and stuff you gotta do. So at least from here, you know, I can make it to the church. I got enough time, even though my time is equal. I'm picking up somebody at the church, so we're gonna be okay there. I'm gonna do a wide turn here, especially since I saw that. Try to get over here to the right a little bit. The customer at the church gives us a good amount of time. Not enough to really drift drive with, but it's good enough so we can have some. And I'm not going to turn around here. I'm just going to go with what I get. I mean, I could start my drift driving sooner, but I hate doing it on that freeway area. Yeah, so it probably wouldn't be worth it, you know, because 35 seconds time left. Or, yeah, because I get, 10K, that was good. I'm happy with that. Move out the way and I won't hit it. Look at that pro driving. It's like I own this game, like I made it, right? Cable car stop. I'm probably not gonna do the whole way. I don't know, cause I gotta drift drive another guy. I even stopped. Okay, whatever. Let's just go. Because I'm going to pick up a customer up here, and then I'm not drift driving with her, but I'm drift driving with the next one, I believe. Oh my gosh, they're all on my way today, aren't they? Yeah, going by that, I should probably not, you know, doing that little bit of drift driving like I did was probably enough. I did not hit that one. They need to make these hitboxes smaller is what they need to do. I'm picking him up. He gives me drift drive time, you know. So yeah, hit that vehicle. Come on, get in the middle here. See, so I got more time, yeah. That's what I needed to do. 110 to 137, so I got 27 seconds difference. That's good, because I don't like it when I'm drift driving at this point and my timer matches the customer timer. And the next one, he's going to the heliport. And there's a customer at the heliport who does the Muncha pizza. So this one, the heliport customer, I might drift drive a little bit once I get past this part of the city and go through the freeway, because I don't think I want to. I've drift drove him through the whole city and everything, and I've made it. At the end, you got to kind of boost, depending on how hard it was turning, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to try to boost my way through the city and okay, I got 2 seconds. That was cool. Yeah, 191 seconds. See, he gives me 187 sometimes, which is weird. Forget how sharp that turn is sometimes, especially when I'm going as fast as I am. I'm telling you, whenever you're driving fast like this, the turn, you have to push hard on the D-pad, and it's like a laggy button register, you know. Now see, I can do this all the way to the heliport, and even though the customer time matches mine, because I boosted and I'm not doing this the entire way, and the heliport is closer than the church, and there's a customer there, I'm gonna have extra time. I wish I could make that turn like while I'm still, you know, without having to redo it again. Sometimes, I mean, I think I have before, and it's just like you got to make the turn super wide, and it's really slow. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this time because I may need it for my other drift driving customer later. That was weak. Muncha pizza. Muncha pizza is going to take me to another customer who's going to the sports shop, I believe. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this time. I was thinking about drift driving with him for just any amount of time, but I wanted to get through all that turning area, and then after I did that, I was like, well, it's not really worth it now. Okay, it's the next lap that I do the drift driving. Customer. Oh, that was close enough. I've picked up other customers. The one at the church wouldn't have been way further than that. And they picked her up. Parked on that red in the corner. did not hit that. That was a decent reverse and boost, right? So you have to boost first and then turn for that customer, because if you don't, then you end up, when you go to drift, it'll be like a turtle. You'll be drifting so slow. Yeah, I got 60 something seconds more than her timer. So even though I messed up there, I just started it. It's alright. I just want to get 5 to 10K if I can. Okay, well, that one ruined it, so I'll just go. Because at the end of the day, or the game, you'll have that extra time, so maybe there's one other customer that, you know, gives me a good amount of time I can do some drift driving with that I normally don't pick up towards the end. But you have to have some time here. This way you can make it over here and then to the next one. So I'm doing good as far as time goes. Come on, there we go. This is the one customer again you always gotta be careful with. Because it all depends on the direction when you go to Borders, Paradise. I think that car was turning into me. That one just shouldn't have been there, you know, he was in my way. So make a right, make a left, and customer on the top. Get a little bit closer just in case. My gosh, these cars. Legit in my way. I only did that just because, you know, she's not really a drift driving customer, but I did it just so I'm already there. I was gonna make the 5 speedy seconds anyway. So I was like, well, since I'm gonna get the 5 seconds, I might as well just waste 5 seconds of drift driving. So this right here, there's no customer now. So when you get here, this is when you need to make sure you have some time. I got plenty of it, a lot more than I normally have due to mistakes. So we're going again behind the KOC. him up. I just backed up just in case I was too far from him, because customers can be weird sometimes. Okay, and a sports shop. Pick him up. So now we're gonna have plenty of time for the Yacht Harbor customer. Okay, so here we go. See, like whenever I'm over there by the RB station, it should let me turn like that, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm going right, and then I'm gonna go left over here because I felt like they kind of trapped me and weren't giving me enough space there. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully, yep, that's what I always worry about, is that Ghost Car Central. Okay, just keep going. Okay, we're good, we're good. That was a close one. Okay, I lost my combo there. So I'm stuck at 19K, which it wouldn't have been much higher, but I mean, sure, I can so now I got 117 seconds, which is really good still. So I can go and pick up this one customer and then hopefully have some time after that. This is the one going to Seaside Market, so I need to not screw up this one and actually take him where he's supposed to go. You know, so I gotta, if I have to boost, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm gonna boost. Ghost car. I won't say that destroyed my run, but it wasn't good. Good thing my combos wasn't in 100, you know, or anything like that, but it did set me back. I was gonna hit him, so I did that to get out of the way. I had to, that one too, because when I boosted it, it was turning me. So Yeah, that's a decent recovery. It is what it is, but you know. I just want to max out my combo with this guy for a good amount. It's so hard though. I think I got plenty. Oh yeah, I got time to make it. Now I'm gonna boost, just because. I'm not losing that. Go over here, because I believe this customer goes the other way, I think. Nope. Cable car stop B. Okay, so the problem is I'm going to be in this area for a while. Stupid cart. I want the 5 seconds. So I'm gonna go this way and get this one customer in the, if I can make it there. I want this one up here. This guy right here. I'm just going to boost with him, and then I'll do some drift driving as I get further down. I mean, that's enough right there, too. I thought it said fresh treat. I'm going over here. Okay. I beat my record. Barely. Let's see if I can find somebody down here real quick. Oh, there's somebody right over here. I know. Right here. Let me just drop off this customer. You know, I just want 180. I want to get to 185. The ghost car. Come on. I got it. Time's up. I beat my record by almost 2K, probably about 1,500. So that's cool. It's not the way I wanted to do it. If I wouldn't have messed up a few times, I would have, I think 49 customers. Crazy taxi. So I'm going to make this, I think, a separate video and go ahead and cut it. Now remember, subtract my time with 131,072, and then that's what it's going to show on the leaderboard. So there you go. You add 131,000, so that's 185 and 291. Well, plus $72, you know, so yeah. That's how you get the time, my total score. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how that happens. I'd like to know why it happens, why it is like that. But, so yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I've officially beat my record. I could have destroyed it yesterday's video. That it's not going to be published right away like that. I was going to break 200K on that record, on that video, but I messed up at the very end by about 3 seconds, not dropping off the customer where I was supposed to. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And I'm just going to make this a standalone video since I broke my record, and then I'm just going to continue recording, so you'll see the same close on.